Hey guys, today I'll show you how I made this cute baby denim jacket with the hoodie. I'll be using roughly a half a yard of fabric for the denim and kente print. Also, I'll be using a baby sweater from Roots as my pattern piece. The sweater I'm using roughly fits 3 to 6 months. I'm just going to start by tracing the sleeve piece of the sweater all around. Also make sure it's on the fold of the paper, so that way when you open it up, it's one piece. Here I'm just fixing up the lines, making it more defined. You can also add length or take away length depending on how small or big your baby is. Or you can just roll up the sleeves so that way your baby can wear it, for longer months. So now I'll be tracing the body of the sweater. You can either trace half on the paper right now, or you can trace it on the fold. Either way, I'm going to be using the back piece for the front piece as well, so you'll see what I mean later on. And once again, you can add length or take away length depending on your baby's size. So you can make it shorter or longer on the bottom. And you can always fix up your lines after if you don't like how you traced it. So I'll use this as both my front and back piece of my baby denim jacket. So as you can see, there will be 2 half pieces for the front where the zipper would be in the middle and 1 full piece for the back. Now I'm just going to trace the hoodie, basically fold it in half and just trace. And you'll need to cut 2 separate pieces. So here are all my pieces traced and cut out. So as you can see, this will be the front, the 2 halves with the zipper, and that's the back, and then the sleeve and the hoodie. I'll be placing the pieces on the fabric to cut. I'm starting with the back piece of my baby's denim jacket by placing it on the fold of the fabric. I'm adding ½ an inch to the bottom for my length, but I'm not planning on adding seam allowance because I have a smaller baby. But if you have a larger baby, you can add about an inch or ½ an inch around. Now I'll be using my back piece to make my 2 front pieces. So I'm going to place it on the fold of the fabric, and I'm going to leave about an inch for the center, as you can see. And I'm just going to cut all around, leaving that 1 inch for the center line where the zipper will be placed. And don't worry about your cut not being smooth because you can always fix that with the serger. So once again, here's where I plan to put the zipper. And I plan on putting the front and back together by stitching right side to right side and serging the sides. So now I'm cutting the sleeve piece using my other fabric that I'm going to mix with the denim. You can add seam allowance if you have a larger baby, but once again, I'm not adding any seam allowance because my baby's pretty small. You will need to do this twice, so make sure to cut another sleeve piece. Now for the hoodie, same thing, just cut 2 separate pieces. Here's how I plan to put it all together. For the hood, I'm serging both the pieces together, then I'm going to flip it inside out. Make sure you're serging the right side to right side together. The fabric that I'm using, it's both sides that I can either stitch on, but if you're using a side that has a wrong side, make sure it's right side to right side that you're stitching together. For the sleeve, same thing, stitch the side seam closed, which I already did, and then I'm just flipping it inside out. Same idea with the front and the back of the jacket, stitching the side seams together. And don't worry about the center line overlapping because that's where the zipper will be placed. I'll be folding it in by 1 inch. Here I'll show you how I plan on inserting my sleeve. So basically flipping the garment inside out and keeping the sleeve on the right side and just inserting it in, matching the side seam of the sleeve to the side seam of the jacket or on the sides. Then I'm simply going to stitch all around the armhole. I already did the other side, so here's how it looks. Now for the front where I plan on inserting the zipper. As you can see, I'm going to fold it in 1 inch and I'm going to stitch it down so it's like secure, and then I'm going to stitch the zipper in. So the overlapping that was there in the beginning will not be there now. So for the hoodie, you can decide whether you want it to be all the way from one corner to the next, or if you want to create a little v-neck, which I did, just to add a little style to it. But yeah, I'll show you exactly what I mean with another hoodie that I did because it's just easy to show. I didn't get to film it with this kente cloth, but basically here's how I did mine. I'll stitch the bottom seam of the hood to the main bodice, and then at the corner I'll have that little v-neck dip. After doing all that, I would insert the zipper and just stitch right all the way down. But that's after you attach the hood and stitch that v-neck. So here's everything all stitched up. The hood is attached and the sleeves are attached, and also the zipper is inserted. Same thing with the denim kente. And that is it. Thank you guys for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope it was easy to understand. If you have any comments, questions, you can just drop it in. Also, if you're interested in more looks, you can check out my Instagram page at Denise_Oforiwah. I have more pictures of different hoodies that I made and also other baby clothes. For example, this black denim jacket that I mixed with Ankara. I also made this 2-piece set using the same kente fabric for this denim jacket. Once again, thank you guys for watching and see you at the next tutorial.